Look, it's Second Lieutenant Kayla. Next to her is...
I didn't even want to consider the possibility. What are you doing here, Alvis? I never thought you or a CID operative would do such a thing.
What do you mean, Elaine? Didn't you get the memo? The Bracer Guild is assisting in the arrest of President Gramhart. Don't you remember? It was Jin's call, and the heads at HQ in Le Mans approved it.
The Guild is trying to arrest the president?
Looks that way. The Guild isn't supposed to intervene in politics, but he must have forgotten that detail, thanks to the corrosion.
Enlighten me, Alvis. How exactly did all this come about?
You seriously forgot? Well, fine. I'm not in on all the details, but I'll tell you what I know. Everyone needs to hear the truth of the election 3 years back. What that rotten bastard did. It all came out during our own investigations into the affair, as well as an internal indictment by the CID. Turns out, Gramhart and his people rigged the election, with the help of Almada and an anti-immigration group. A lot of people died as a result of that man's vile scheming. And he had the gall to use them as propaganda in his campaign.
I see. So that's what you believe happened.
It was 3 years ago now that the president beat his opponent in the elections, right?
Yeah. Rumor has it that there was some political maneuvering, but I don't think he broke any laws.
It's hard to believe he bought into such an obvious lie. Perhaps his burning sense of justice has blinded him.
You seem rather calm in comparison to your impetuous companion, Second Lieutenant. Tell me, if you would be so kind, why are you aiding in this plot?
Alvis's assertions notwithstanding, I have nothing in particular to say. My motivation for eliminating the president is wholly personal, with absolutely no relation to the guilds. I only just now heard about the incident from 3 years ago. But I wanted to do this long before that.
I see your resolve is firm. I suppose it may be difficult to sway you with reason alone, then. That means, however, that I have no choice but to resort to brute force.
I'm sorry, Alvis. Please don't hold this against me.
Don't worry, Elaine, I would never. I just need to open your eyes. And then you'll understand.
There are a number of things that don't add up. But I will believe in the promise I made to my brother. To Cody!
They might not be in their right minds, but their determination's the real deal. I know for a fact that we'll get them back to their normal selves. But first, we gotta knock, then talk some sense into them!
There are so many of them! Look out!
I will not stand down.
Get in my way and you'll die.
There we go! A chance!
Loading enemy stats.
For the operation!
Shield! Protect everyone! My turn now. Let's stay on the offensive. Athena! This is it! Silver wins! Stay back! Now it's my turn. The time is right for a shark. I'll pour you some tea.
You'll pay for that.
Use a shark boost to get the upper hand. Activate shield.
Dice you up!
My turn now. Shizuna! This is it! Silver wings! Make it count, Van! Use a shark as a straw!
Dice you up!
What am I?
A chance! Ha! Let's go on ya!
This can't be.
Now then! Allow... They're on their knees! One step closer to reaching my peak.
Hey, Bermati. What's up? Something wrong?
You don't know the half of it. I need you to stay calm and listen to me. The military's 11th Division is revolting all over the capital.
So that's what they're up to. I knew something was wrong when we didn't find them here. They must have made use of the base's hidden tunnels. Still, this is all happening too quickly.
Does this mean they're staging a coup?
Oh, so that was the big plan we kept hearing about.
It's already begun then. If only I could convince Cody to seize this madness.
Oh, that's right. You mentioned Warrant Officer Cody earlier, didn't you? Have you an idea to his part in all this?
Yes. There's a good chance that Cody is at the center of these strange events.
Wait, that Cody?
You mean former President Rocksmith's bodyguard, yeah? And your younger brother at that. So he's in the capital somewhere, huh?
This plan began taking shape when the doubts from those close to the president had grown warped. Cody was the first to act. He never liked President Gramhart all that much, and others quickly followed suit.
It sounds like he may be the source of the corrosion this time around.
Too bad the revolt's already underway. Otherwise, we could have wrapped this up just by taking him down.
Well, anyhow, we need a better grasp of the situation. You find anything out, Renee?
I'm checking now. It looks like the only group involved in the revolts is the 11th Division. As I recall, the division commander was away for a regional exercise. That may just give us an opening we can exploit.
I sincerely doubt that. The two people leading this coup d'etat wouldn't have overlooked that.
Huh? The two people?
Do you know who the leaders are?
We do. And they're the last people the CID would want to have as its enemy. They can think multiple steps ahead of everyone. And they brought order to a revolt that was falling apart at the seams.
No, don't tell me.
Much as I'd rather believe otherwise, there are only so many candidates.
Oh, great. Someone please tell me it isn't who I'm thinking.
It probably is. The people leading this coup d'etat are Jin and Chief Kilika.
We are the Republican Army's 11th Division. And today, we are here to uphold our oath to protect our country from our enemies. To that end, we will overthrow the villainous dictator Gramhart and restore rightful democracy to Calvert.
You're joking. Gramhart? Dictator? That's impossible.
If the president does not stand down, I'm afraid we'll have no choice but to fight, and the city will become a war zone. Until this conflict is at its end, we ask all citizens to remain indoors. From there, you will witness justice prevail over evil.
Okay, we understand. We need to get indoors.
So that bastard Gramhart flew the coop the first chance he got. I always knew he was a filthy coward. However, there's nowhere left to run. I'll drag him out of whatever hole he's hiding in.
Okay, there's 2 squads out there. No signs of reinforcements.
We'll have our chance to strike back once their attack lets up. Until then, just keep them trained on you.
Roger!
7 stones from the sea of stars.
Become my strength!
Illume the darkness.
7 swords!
Most impressive. It's not every day I get to bear witness to the princely family's secret jewel arts.
That's about all I have to show off, I'm afraid. I'm a bit of a one-trick pony, unlike those. I knew Miss Herschel was special, but I never would have guessed the Senator had combat experience.
Yes, Ryan was a military man when he was younger. In that sense, we are very much cut from the same cloth. Oh no!
Rocket launcher? Look out, Your Highness! Mr. President!
Get down!
Think again!
Whoa! Fall back!
Nicely done, Mr. President!
Well, he wasn't a lieutenant colonel in the Air Force for nothing. It's no wonder you were decorated with the Chevalier Medal.
Oh, but that was so long ago now. In any event, you all have my apologies. You should not have gotten wrapped up in this. The only one they're after is me. I suggest you evacuate.
Out of the question. We aren't about to hang an allied nation out to dry.
We may not be in the same party. That doesn't mean I'm going to leave you to fend for yourself.
I'm not the strongest fighter out there, but I do have a fair share of experience in combat. Plus, I was the organizer for the debate. It's my job to see to your safety.
You all are exceptionally stubborn, aren't you? Very well. You have my thanks. Your name is Marielle, is it not? What will you do?
I want to accompany you too. I have a duty to deliver this story to our readers. I promise I won't get in your way. Marielle.
Well, you know the risks. Just be sure to stay back. They say you have the devil's own luck. Perhaps some of it will rub off on me.
I'm sure it will! Wait, who told you that?
Even I've heard about Marielle's famous strokes of fortune.
He sure knows how to keep his ear to the ground.
Everyone! The Edith Police Department's got a barricade up! If If you want a place to hole up, it's about as good as you're gonna get. Come with me.
Gladly! Thank you!
Let's go, Mr. President.
What? I finally found you, Gramhart! You will pay for what you did to President Rocksmith! Open fire! Hit them with everything you've got!
Damn you!
I know that person. He was in the Empire a few years back.
We'll just have to hold out until they arrive.
Huh?
Back to the original plan. We'll leave the car here and head straight to the Vontai district. They don't have any snipers, so focus on the opponents in front of you. And prioritize the safety of our guests.
Yes, sir, Mr. President!
Parting gift.
How dare you! You damn fraud! Don't let him escape!
Phase 3 has commenced. We are in the process of bringing the districts under our control.
Good. As long as nothing unexpected happens, we should be able to wrap this up with minimal collateral damage.
Splendid work, you two. The immovable and the flying swallow don't disappoint. I'm happy I went to the trouble of bringing you under my thumb, even if doing so did take a great deal of effort.
Yeah, we really made you work for it.
If the corrosion hadn't spread itself so thin, you might have been able to rewrite our memories. In the end, you had to rely on a little parlor trick to turn us into your pawns.
And now you're at the end of your rope. You've got no more room for failure. I guess desperate times call for desperate measures. Just know that you're one bad move away from losing the game.
Your concern is most appreciated, but ultimately unnecessary. You're nothing more than empty husks who live to do as I command. And I command you to button those lips and focus on the part I've given you.
So I've basically become like those copies in Phantasma. Rough deal. The eighth something or other created this shard body, and it's got all the thoughts and abilities of the original. Got his memories, too. I remember when you once stood in my way as a guardian many years back.
I can't say I recall that, unfortunately. The only matter on my mind is how much I loathe this man's methods. They're both unsavory and revolting.
Bark all you like, but know that your words have no bite whatsoever. And now run along and do as you're told. This glorious coup d'etat was your design, so you must see it through to the end. Put on a good show for me.
We'll take our leave then, Master of the Empty Gardens.
At long last, the overture begins to play. It won't be long now until my dream finally comes to fruition. This nation's broken history and twisted values will be rewritten by my own hand.
They're both in recreated shard bodies, but they have original ones too. What about me then? Could it be that I'm the same?
No, that can't be the case. It's a ludicrous notion. I am Altera, the only AI in the whole wide world that can manifest the Crimson Beast.
There's no doubt about it. Not anymore. She was rewritten via the corrosion, and she's being used to perform acts the original would never do. Am I really any different, though? Even if I thought I had to make that choice?
Don't be so hard on yourself.
Wait, you can speak? Actually, I've heard you talk before, haven't I?
Yes, you have. I just don't always share my thoughts. Anyway, I need you to lend me your ear, young swordsman.
The finale is at hand. I, the Master of the Gardens, will bring about a revolution the likes of which the world has never seen. I swear I'll dispel the pall of deceptions that have clouded this country. No, this world of lies. With this device, I will usher in a new age. This is my destiny. A destiny ordained by heaven itself.
I believe we've assumed full control of the communications and orbital networks in the capital. The troops may have deployed faster than we expected. But as far as we can tell, they are unaware of our little scheme.
You can thank Esmeralda for hacking into the systems and lowering their security protocols. It accelerated the disabling process by several steps. That ship is transmitting false signals that correspond to each of your individual Zypha's unique signatures. Major, how long can you keep the enemy's attention fixed on you?
As long as you need. Those flyboys are complete amateurs. I can run circles around them all day long. My well-being should be the least of your worries. You need me to play decoy, and I plan to deliver.
I thank you for your aid and luring out the enemy forces.
No prob. It's the least us informants can do in this situation. Besides, we both have a personal stake in this.
Yeah. I've done some things that I'll never be able to take back. That's why I want to make up for it. I'm gonna get some payback if it's the last thing I do!
I see. We share a motivation then. The enemy is on the move again. You'll have to excuse me.